What's up, guys? As you can see, we just brought the car to Auburn Volkswagen, tried to get in alignment. We didn't really say much about what was going on, except my buddy Brad was doing his best to get our toe to zero. It's always been a problem I've had. Whenever I bring this car to an alignment rack, we always try to get the toe to zero, or at least give it a little bit positive for some forward bite, and we've never managed to be able to do that. My theory has just been because of the way we installed our subframe reinforcements, which took away some adjustability. But what it really comes down to is the stock rear trailing arm bushing brackets. It looks like there's a lot of adjustability with these slotted holes here, but it's just not as much as we need. So take these, throw them away. Drift HQ down in Florida hooked us up with these Drift Tech rear trailing arm brackets that are really nice little fabricated pieces that replace the OEM rear trailing arm brackets. You can see these slotted holes have tons of toe adjustability on these brackets, and to further tow your car in, if you want the max possible toe in adjustability or the toe out, the orientation of the bolts also changes that. So one other thing is the Condor Speed Shop offset bushings. Now, we already have these installed on my car, so these are just extras we didn't necessarily need. But in this video, I'm going to show you installing these new brackets, and then you can actually see how much the rear trailing arms move forward and back. I think a big part of it has to do with how narrow this is on the inside, whereas this is pretty, I mean, if we look at them next to each other, let's change the focus. So here's OEM, here is the Drift Tech bracket. If we put them side by side, you can see there's a clear height difference in the part that goes up into the chassis. And also there is a width difference. You can fit this inside of here practically. And because of that, that gives you some more wiggle room, whereas this, you're kind of stuck with however far this goes. So get rid of these. You always want to do whatever you can to get your alignment on point and make it a priority, and these will help you do it. So, alright guys, so here's a rear trailing arm bracket. Make sure that this portion goes in to the hole and is not facing down. That's an easy mistake to make if you're not paying attention or you're rushing this job. Make sure that this goes inside. Okay, now as you can see, I'm going to demonstrate to you the toe adjustment by sliding this left and right. Okay, you've got all of that room for adjustability now, which is really awesome. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring it down. Alright, so let's talk about bolt orientation real quick. Depending on which way the bolt goes in on these brackets will either give you further toe in or out adjustability. So the best rule of thumb for this to make it easy is the side where the plate sticks out the furthest. If you put the bolt in alongside or parallel to this part, this will give you toe in adjustability. If you stick the bolt in through the flat side where there is nothing sticking out on the bracket, then that's going to give you more toe out adjustability. So when we go to install this, you got to take your big washers, go ahead and set this over. We're just going to slide it in between the bracket. And in my case, I want more toe in adjustability. So I'm going to pull one of these washers off, because that is for the other side. I'm going to take this and go in on the back side. Okay, take this washer and my nut. There we go. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and install these brackets. This went by really smooth. Other side, same thing, pretty self-explanatory. Thank you Drift HQ and Drift Tech and Condor Speed Shop.